we got Mr. G in shot.
Well
the most
Bruce.
important man at the show. I was talking to Sebastian at the front.
Yeah.
What a fantastic, am I allowed to say young man?
Yeah, good young, they're all good young team.
He was waxing lyrical about how he's got sort of the conventional, unconventional background to join, but how he got put through Basis and Facts with you guys.
Yep.
So just for those that don't know, tell us about your business and also how long has it been going?
It's a Ceres rule, been going just over 3 years. We've grown quite a lot. We are really keen with a big, young, but very bright team. We're really key on training, so we do put people through Basis Facts, and also through their CAAB exams if they want to do that, as well as lots of other training. We've grown tremendously. We're now 69 people in Ceres Group. In 3 years, started with 20 of us, so it's grown a lot. And we've got some really great contracts. We've done this Future Farm Resilience Fund reviews for farmers, so we can do that. Last year we're doing that at the moment. But it's got us out, got us to a lot of farms, and I think with something slightly new, something different, in that we are technically very capable, understand all these grant schemes that are going on, but also can understand the productivity side as well. So that's
okay.
the key part.
So it's really impressive. It feels like you filled a gap that was there, and you created something new that's different. So let's look to the future. Tom Bradshaw yesterday stated that the next government coming in is going to inherit a huge tax debt, and as such, there's going to be a number of government departments that are not going to be supported because. So with agriculture, it feels like Mrs. Farmer is going to need your support even more so to show them the way how to create success in the sector.
Well, I think there's definitely scope for productivity, still going to be key, but there are some brilliant grant schemes out there if you're prepared to look at it. So our team are really good at sort of burrowing out, finding where you can make monetary opportunities, get grant funding, particularly capital grants. There's some big capital grants opportunities out there to really develop your business. So yes, I think we can guide a lot of farmers, and I think that's where we have been very successful in helping those farmers. As long as they're prepared to ask for help, we'll help them develop and thrive on their business. And whether they are, what we say is that what we're trying to do is get people to be best in class, whether that be conventional, regenerative, organic, doesn't matter to us. We will try and create systems, and we are just setting up a research side, so it's going to be called Ceres Research Limited. So we're looking to sort of also help keep us at the forefront of what we do, but also to be out there in the marketplace and showing that we are trying to find new best methods out there to develop business.
Okay, and that's very interesting because I met at Agritech here at their birthday party the other day. I met a key, huge grower of fresh produce in the UK, and they said they're very excited about the regenerative journey because they think it's obviously the way to go, but also they need to do it, but also it's going to commercially work for them as well.
Yeah.
So you're advising your clientele that they should.
Everyone's slightly different. If you've got a keenness to go down that route, we will help you, and we are advising a number of the supermarkets, number of food manufacturers on regenerative protocols. So we do have an understanding, and we've got a number of farmers that are already doing regen and doing it really well. But there is a big difference between if you conventional is more forgiving. Regen, if you get it wrong, you sort of fall off a cliff. So you have to do it really well. So we've got quite now built up a lot of experience on the regen side, and we've got a number of the team that soil scientists and understand.
I still think it's amazing. Within 3 years, you've got 60, 70 odd people who are experts within your sector. So just to wrap up, you're generally positive about the future, even though we've got an election coming up, even though we've got the weather pressure, even though we've got world economics and wars. You're generally positive.
I'm positive. Look, farming, it's up to us to paint a positive story. For us and our industry and our business is really positive, and we'll keep growing, I hope. Clearly, farming goes through change, and it's been a really difficult year with the weather, and that gets people's heads down. But you've got to stay positive, and you've got to keep looking at where the opportunities. Bizarrely, whenever you have a sort of a downturn, is often there's a lot more opportunity floating around.
Well done.
And you've got to stay, you've got to run faster than you're ahead. But actually, I'm also a big believer in collaborating. So if you, something in this day and age, if you can collaborate and get the best skills, that is also a key thing to drive a business forward. Generally speaking, farming is a great industry. I think if I was a young person, and I think it's a great future in agriculture, because actually, hence why we've got such a young team. They're all thriving all around the go, and I do think there's good opportunity. It's just, as time goes on, it gets more administrative to some extent, more. Which is a side, but that's in every industry. The trouble with farmers, sometimes think they're the only ones that are having to do the regulatory burden, but every industry is that. But there is great. I think there's some really great opportunities, and sometimes you think you need lots of capital to get into farming. You don't always. There's ways to do it, and you can. And so I think there's still great industry to get into.
Well done. Watch out for the social media for this business. Just to wrap up, what's your favourite farming county in the UK?
Well, obviously I was born and brought up in Essex.
Does that count?
No, but in terms, the one thing I remember working in Lincolnshire, and I never seen a county so passionate about farming. And every bit of the talk was about farming. In Essex, there's a bit more about diversification. Well, I remember opening my curtains at 6 in the morning as a young trainee manager, and the farm next door was going up and down with their tractors, and I'm thinking, bloody hell, this is amazing. So I suppose, in terms of passion to farming, you'd probably have to go for Lincolnshire. And their idea of diversification. In Essex, it's about putting someone into a shed and letting it for offices or whatever. Up there, it's building a poultry shed or something. So it's a different. So that's good.
Well done. You're brilliant. Well done, Will.
Cheers.